Okay, we're getting started. And Happy New Year.
My name is Brad, I'm a slot technician, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you all 7 tips on how you can pick the best slot machine the next time.
Okay, we're going to get started in just a moment here. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Happy New Year to all of y'all. This is Dr. Greg McLeod from Elite Traders University, and we're going to do some closing bell scalping. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Got a little bit of an echo, a little bit of a delay, but so glad that you are with me here today on this terrific Tuesday. And we're going to do some, see, it's about 3:38 p.m. Eastern time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to see if we can make a little closing bell money right now. The market is about another 2 hours before the end. So we're going to go ahead and do that. A big howdy do to all you guys. Hope you guys had a great 2023 and a new start to 2024. It's my great pleasure to be with you today. And so let's see, we're going to share my screen. Share my screen. All right. We're going to do that and get going here. Okay. All right. I'm sharing my screen. Sharing is caring. Right. And you should be able to see that, right? All right, so I'm gonna move this out of the way. And I'm using Trading View. And what we're going to be doing here is, we can stay focused here. The way I scalp the market or trade the market is I usually trade in 2 time frames, a higher time frame of an hour, and I use a 15-second. I'm going to get short. I'm trading the dollar yen. Dollar yen is a very good pair to trade. It's one of the Forex majors. And so what I did was I got short at 141 spot 83. And so I'm actually looking for a push down toward the close. And I'm going to say a take profit or TP. I'm going to take profit. There's some nice support down here. That's a lot of support. I'm looking to get about 3 or 4 pips out of this. Make a couple of $300 right here, right? That's about 600 right there, right? So we can't even see this on the shorter time frame chart. But there it is. We're gonna bring it down here and see if we can pick up about $300, right? So I am trading 10 standard lots using looking for that push down to this level of past this level of support. On the higher time frame, you can't really see it. It's just a blip, right? And that's the whole idea of doing this quick scalping, being able to pick up a small, using a large lot size, like going for a small target, right? When I worked for the brokerage, I worked for one of the world's largest Forex brokers. Oh, there you go. The microphone would help. I worked for one of the largest Forex brokerages in the world. And so millions and millions of dollars of currencies are being transacted and pushed back and forth. And so we would find out that, there's usually a bit of a drawdown, usually a little bit of a flashback before price moves in these trends. Um, and I always was kind of the renegade. I always, I didn't want to see a negative. It's like when I enter a trade, I'm positive from entry. Positive from entry. How you like that, right? So when you're positive from entry, the you know, I FOMO or anything like that because I'm finding the most uh, profitable entry to get in, and then I'm looking for price to move in my direction right away. So using my system, I have, sets, indicators and things on another screen, which allows me to kind of like scope this out. And so I'm able to take, I mean, I just took a trade earlier. I took a trade long. I got long here, this blue arrow here, and I got for 3 pips, and 3 pips was $300. So that was a pretty good deal. So I'm looking for maybe another push down. And then, I can now look at the stop. No, I'm going to put my stop loss on. This is a stop. This is a 1.3 pip stop up here. And this is a 3.5 pip stop right there, right? So that's almost a 1-to-1, and really, if you look at the higher time frame, you say, well, I could probably get down to here. If I got down to even halfway, that's an $800 move, which is not, and it's not, you can't even see that price target on this screen on this 15-second time frame. Again, I'm looking at a 15-second time frame. And so that would be our price target down here. But I'm content if we get $300, $400 out of this trade. I'm pretty happy with it. And if I lose a pip or two on this, if it goes above the swing high, I'll cut it. Right, I'll cut it before it gets back that high. But I'm just showing you, even if we did our risk reward, kind of like this of trading view, you can put your risk reward thing there, right? So this is that's your risk, and this is your potential reward. That's a pretty good, you don't even have to know exactly what that is. You just know that the green shape is bigger than the red shape, and green means more money and red means my risk. So if my risk is this size and my gain is this size, if I take trades like that over a long haul, looking at January, we're January 2nd right now. And if you take trades that are like that from now until next year, then you'll be in a very profitable, it'd be a profitable trader. It's just one of those, the shapes are reversed when you have your red is very big and your green is very small. That's where we get into the problem. And the many gurus out there, people who are no, short-term scalping or day trading is the most cognitively demanding form of trading. Okay. So, I mean, just don't go out, oh man, look, Greg is scalping, I'm going to go do it too. It's like, it might take a little bit. I've been doing this for 30 years. So I should be able to do this after 30 years and working for one of the largest Forex broker dealers in the world and one of the largest top tier banks. And I work for an Australian broker. There's a lot of experience and knowing how the markets actually work to seek this out. But it's really, pretty simple. The process, if you look at the higher time frame chart, and you can see on the higher time frame chart, we're in a pretty vicious downtrend, right? Just lower swing highs and lower swing lows. So every time it gets into the higher area, we usually get a drop. We get a higher area and drop. I'm using a 200th moving average on this 1-hour chart. And you can see that as long as we're making these lower highs and lower lows, the odds are in my favor to take shorts. There are times when if you're down here, right? So you're what, 2-3 standard deviations from a mean. You're far away. If this was a leash and this is a dog, well, the dog is healing, and now the dog is walking away, chasing after a squirrel. But then, he gets pulled back to and then he wanders off again, and he comes back, and he comes back in. So we might see him wander up a little bit, right? This could be these points of when we come back to the dog comes back, licks your face, and goes after a squirrel again. So maybe looking at this area is one of those areas in which it came up, and then sometimes it doesn't come up all the way at all, like here. came up a little bit and then dropped, right? So I'm thinking that we're in that kind of a, we come up a little bit, little ABC, and then we might get a drop. But it's kind of I already took one shot at this and actually took it long. I took it long and then took it back up there and then took off some. I actually took one short too, right? Yeah. Yeah, I took one short up here. I took it short. See the little arrow? I took it short. All right. So that's all. I mean, we're just following. There's a cycle. There's a pattern. Trying to follow that cycle, that pattern. When the pattern breaks down, like we broke a low here, we broke a low here. We need this low to be broken. And right now, it's kind of like not. Now I'm at break even now. I'm going to draw a little trend line here. And then you know, and then this could be an even area where I might even take more shorts. So hopefully, going over my thought process is helpful. I want to do it. Now I want to show you how I actually find trades, right, without having to go through chart after chart after chart, right? I build a watch list. I'm using trading. This is trading view, right? Trading view. And then what I'll do is I'll create a watch list. So I go here and I'll create my watch list, right? And I've created several watch lists. I have CAD pairs, right? I have a CAD pair list. All my CAD pairs in there that Euro CAD, Aussie CAD, Pound CAD, CAD Yen, Kiwi CAD, um, CAD Swiss, dollar CAD. Okay. And then I got this CAD index here, right? And then I created Euro 1, Euro CAD, Euro Pound, Euro Kiwi, Euro Dollar. I don't have Euro Aussie here. That'll probably be one I want to add. Yeah. EURAUD. Oh, probably add that in there. Oh, so this is down 1.33 pips. So this is rocketing back up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my stop down to this old high right there, right? So if it gets above that, then I want to be out of this, right? This could be a double top. Maybe do a double top before we drop. And we can also draw a trend line across that, right? Now again, this is a 15-second chart. So you said, Greg, look at that big move. Yeah, I moved from 83 to 84. It was 1 pip. That was 1 pip. Every pip is $100, right? Every pip is $100. So we topped out at double top. 15-second chart moved from 83 to 85. So it was like 2 pips, maybe, right? And there we go. Right. So we double. So nope. We need to panic. It's 50, basically 1.5 pips. We break this trend line. We should be on and cracking. And you have to realize, because if you're used to like trading off hour, 4 hour, or even 5 minute, 15 minute, you look at a move like that and you panic, and it's only 1 pip, right? Or 2 pips. Yeah. 83 to 84. And some fraction of a pip, right? So we're looking for this trend line to break, and we should see some, because this is our, people talk about supply and demand. Well, this is our demand. Price came back to demand, and people bought it. So we need to break that line. And maybe it's I've already pulled two trades out of this profitably. Will the third be a charm? Currently trading at 141.84. I'm trading dollar yen. My name is Dr. Greg McLeod from the Elite Traders University. You can go to elitetradersuniversity.com and check out my free ebook, The Income Boost Blueprint. And you can also check out course special that we have going on, the Forex Power Course. Power Course is a great 6-week course to get your trading jump started. So you can imagine you can start in January and 4 weeks, and then so February, second week of February, you're ready for the market. So it's a good way to start off on the right foot for the New Year's. If you really want to do something, work with me for 6 weeks, and I'll teach you my proprietary strategy. We'll talk about money management, risk management. We'll talk about psychology. I'm actually adding for if you sign up today, we're going to have I have a special mindset coaching series taught by our in-house mindset coach and certified hypnotherapist. And so we have a 4-week course block just dedicated to mindset, abundance mindset, controlling emotions, neutralizing FOMO. That's part of the power course as a special bonus. So you want to make sure that you, when you sign up, let me know that you saw this live stream and you want to do that. Normally, our mindset coach charges anywhere between, $500 an hour for his services. So having a 4-week module, each module for mindset is 1 hour, and he goes through the root causes of beliefs and and we were stopped out of that trade. Okay, so it long wick blew out above the resistance line, and so guess what? If it's not playing nice, we lost $155 on that. So I wouldn't go back into that until it came back in line with the overall downtrend here. So we might wait till it gets back up to the 200 up here at 142 and try to hit it short, right? So we'll come back to that. I'm probably going to even set an alert. Let's see if we can get an alert on here. And yeah, okay. So we got an alert on it. So when it turns, we'll come back to it. But I'm going to show you how to go ahead and use this. I'm going to go to Forex, and then we go to yeah, okay. So and then we can go to any one of these. We can go, and actually, we've got dollar CAD. Those looking all of them kind of blown out to the upside there. Nice big move up on the dollar CAD, and actually a pullback in the on the 15-second chart. So I'm actually going to take it long. Place my stop. You can go for like a 1.6 pip stop. What's the spread? I'll make sure to cover the spread. Okay, 1.7 pip, and we'll see if we can get 3 pips out of that, 3.5 pips out. Yeah, okay. So risking 1.7 to make It needs to make 3.5. Okay. Let's see if that works. All right. There we go. And we're up $67. Long wick. There we go. Big barreling candle right there. This 15-second chart was giving us some type of a uptrend. Our 1 hour chart is uptrending. So we're looking at one. We got long at one spot 3331, and we're looking at 1.3336. Looking at that as our target. Can't really see that. Let me stretch that out. See if there's a little bit more gas in the tank to take us up to the little bit beyond the old high. And usually if people are trying to short it, they have stops up here. And so if price can reach out and hit that stop, then it will roll into that next higher price. Pulling back kind of hard. Coming back to the trend line. Risking 1.7 to make 3.5. And that flash, it's coming back. See if it'll turn. Looks like we're really close to getting stopped out on this one too. Yeah, I think we hit the trend line. I could have put that stop below that wick. It just seemed like a pretty bigger amount. I mean, it would probably, it's just one more pip, right? I'm gonna leave it where it is though. Need to get past our moving average. We have maybe a higher low, slightly higher low, down 0.9 pips. Looking for like a bullish engulfing. I think that gives us our spark. I'm using Hakinashi candles, so they're all basically the same color in the series. And I find it's more helpful for me to recognize the trend. Like green up, red down, It keeps it really simple. Okay, only down $15. Again, that's how I got started, this short-term scalping, day trading kind of thing where um, people just didn't want to be in the market really too long. And you might spend hours and hours for a trade, and then he ends up with negative, you know, and that's not really cool, right? Um, so here, at least you can spend 10, 15 minutes on a trade, and either you're going to hit your target or you're going to get stopped out. And then hey, you try that 2 or 3 times, and then if you win the 3 of the 4 or 4 of the 5, then you're good. And if you do it just maybe a little bit earlier, like maybe around the noon, the 1 o'clock time, you know, we are you don't want to be in this at 5, guys. That's the 5 p.m. or 4:45, because liquidity it's very thin, and the market makes really sharp, crazy moves, and the spreads get wide. The difference between the bid and the ask is called the spread. And that spread right now, that spread's probably like 0.5 pips right now, but that spread can be like 10, 15 pips wide. So like you buy at one price, you can't get out because it's you're negative, you're super negative. Oh, like we are here. We got a break of the trend line, a long wick, and we might get stopped out here. And so 133.29. Lots of support there. So I think if buyers would step in one more time, we would probably clear all that out. I'm not going to move my stop. And what I was trying to get to was that usually we go by the percentage change, and we see the higher percentage moves in the currencies, like in their green 0.8, 0.7. That's usually good ones to go after. But you understand that these things have been running all week and we were stopped out, right? Okay, so we may be at the very top of the run, right? And so we could be the ones that are on top, maybe the ones that may be dropping, right? Um, like if we go back to so we went right back up to this was our dollar yen, dollar CAD, and so we could be doing a rollover right now, and we have our long wick right there as support. That probably would have been a better place for our stop, south side of that. But you really don't want to give these things too much leeway. You really want it to either get you in and then you're in, or get you out like here. Do we have a double bottom here? This is something where we get some type of, you know, and we could test that a very small stop. As we want to see a little bit more action here, just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Yeah, look at that. And then boom, try to crack down below it again. See if it'll stack with price came to the support, broke down. It's 407. We might leave the loonie alone. let's see, this is again our 15. This is a 15-second chart. Each bar is 15 seconds of time. While on the other side, the left-hand side, we have the hour chart. Hour chart's still in an uptrend. If you can see it. I mean, yeah, there's a reversal candlestick, but a reversal candlestick is not a reversal of trend, right? You can see you have lots of candlesticks that are red, but we're still in uptrend. And see, now I would venture to take this long with a stop. Like this is that's 0.75 pips. Here's a 1 pip stop right here, right? Risk 1 to make 3. Here's your 3-to-1 risk reward, right? Right. That's a 1 to 3 risk reward. Risk 100 to make 300. And you can actually we can put that in there using this tool on the side, long position tool. And there we go. See, boom, boom, right? So this is our amount at risk, and this is our potential gain, right? And you lose a lot of these little red ones, right? Just make sure that your potential, your profit potential is 3 times your risk, then all day long. You can see that. It's like, oh, okay, that's good. Yeah. And if we broke those lows, that would be maybe like 0.75 pips. I'd cut it. I wouldn't even wait for $100. I was like, look, you know what? Maybe if it violates this line and violates these lows, I might cut it even earlier. I'm just trying to I'm trying to catch the bounce off of this wick. And it looks like it just, 409. It's pulling back. You can zoom on this even more. We're at break even right now, 0. Let's see if we can close that a winner for you guys. So my risk is here, but you can kind of eyeball it and see if we broke below this, it's probably over, right? Um, you just want to look at the spread because as we get later in the afternoon, that spread will wide out. So you might move your stop here, all of a sudden you're stopped out, but price never traded here because the bid and the ask, maybe we get stopped out on the bid. So the bid might have opened up down here, and you go, oh man, those crooked brokers, like, yeah, but there's 2 prices, a bid and the ask, and we always sell. Oh, there we go. We buy higher and sell, close it for lower. It's like wholesale and retail, right? You buy some tennis shoes or buy some sports sneakers or something, and they're like $300, but they cost like $60 to make, right? But you can't buy them for 60 and you can't sell them for 300, right? You buy at the higher price and sell at the lower price. It's a bid in the ass. Life has bid in the ass, wholesale and retail. Does that make sense? I know. I guess there's 2 people watching, but I can't see the chat or anything. But I hope you guys are enjoying this and you're learning some things. Uh, And so you can see it even on the 15-second, people say, well, short-term time frames are very risky. It's like, how risky is that? I'm risking one to make three. And look how tight look at that. Damn, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I got two people watching. This be my mom and my cousin. Thanks for watching. I dropped some really good stuff, right? I mean, not to pat myself on the back, which I am, but spread the word, share this with somebody. But 90% of all traders lose. Right? Or maybe they're watching the wrong stuff, maybe. I don't know. Oh. Someone said, just start a new channel, Greg. Well, you start a new channel, maybe the brokers and the big hedge funds have blacklisted your channel. It's like, oh, it's conspiracy theory. Got my conspiracy hat on. I just have fun, guys. So you can see, my entry, pretty razor. I mean, and that's where you want to enter as close to support as you can, right? And exit as close to resistance. Like we have some resistance there, but let's see if we can limit out on this trade. And this is the way I see. I grew up in the trading world in the late '90s, and the pit guys in the pits in the Chicago Board of Trade. I trade in the CBOT and stuff like that. They take a big chunk of money in a low volatility market and they go large and try to get a tick, 2 or 3 ticks. The risk like quarter tick to make 2 ticks, and it's like something like the market just hops and they make $700, $800, right? And that's all they did. It was like you go in there, going for these big long runs. It was like, very. If they could find something confined in a range and hop between 2 areas, and they can grab 3 pips here, 4 pips there, and just grab and go, tip and run, grab and go, and you just grab, yeah. Because if you're trading this low volatility kind of environment, and you can grab 3, 5 pips at a time on big lots, on 10 standard, 20 standard lots, and you make 600, 300, 600, $1,000 a shot. How many shots do you need? You take 2 shots and you're done, right? Versus I woke up at 3 a.m., I'm staying up till like 6, or you're all night. I usually trade no longer than 2 hours. And sometimes I see something hopping like this. I mean, I wanted you guys to see it because I say, hey, it's the beginning of the year. Well, I'm just hogging it to myself. Let me just share it with somebody. So let me just go on here and do a live stream, and whoever's watching, hey, Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, right? Maybe you'll gain some tips or some tricks, and maybe you want to start off with some mentorship with me. I don't know. You make, but the key is to have a system for entering the market. And I always trade with at least 2 time frames. I've got guys that trade with 3 or 4 time frames. They'll line them up. They'll line the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15-minute. They'll line those time frames up, and when they sync, boom, they hit it, and it's like 90% win rate. Instead of people that are trading on their phone and they have one little tiny aspect of price and they don't know their head from a hole in the wall, right? Because they don't understand what's going on. We got nice trend that's been going on since the beginning of the year. And so all we're doing is hopping on for a ride, right? And see, I could raise my stop and say, look, I'm gonna lock this in, maybe like 120 bucks in like that. Now I have a now look, mom, no hands, right? I have a risk-free, riskless trade. I mean, riskless with the quotes around it because in like the global financial crisis, we've had gaps where gap things can gap over your stop. So that's why stops are not guaranteed for the most part in a normal market. Yes, but I remember being on the desk and having spreads blow out 800 pips during the global financial crisis. I was on the desk and everything's going crazy. Everything's in free fall. The heat maps are like turning solid red. It's like it was. Yeah, it was a really exciting, dramatic time. People say, "Oh, I have stops." Like stops are market orders, and they're filled at the best available price at the current time. And if the best current price is 1,000 pips away from your stop, that's where you were going to get filled. That's what when they have you fill out those. If you ever read the fine print on any of those broker applications or account applications, they always say you can lose any and all your funds even beyond what you deposited. Why? Because your stops are not guaranteed. And if no one a stop means someone wants to take the other side of your order. And if nobody wants the other side because something really major is going on, like a terrorist attack, global financial crisis, 9/11, well then, guess what? The price will go into free fall. And then when the person decides to buy, well, guess what? That's where your stop is. And that could have drained your account. So that's why um, that's uh, that's why you want to risk more money than you can afford to lose. Now, sometimes you can find a broker that'll guarantee stops. I tell you, that's not always a good thing because it means that they're a dealing desk and the order is held internally. And so it's not, so you're not, if the price serves them, they can give it to you and they may not want to give it to you because you're taking money out of their pocket. When you're doing a dealing desk, they're actually trading against you. And when you win, they have to pay out of their pocket. And then when you lose, then your losses are their profits. And so dealing desk, uh, uh, I believe the negatives outweigh the positives, but a lot of people like the positives because the stops are guaranteed, but they tell you where the stops are going to be. So they are guaranteed, which means if they have enough liquidity to pay out at that price. So lots of things can go wrong. I'd rather have the open market myself, but that's just me personally. Well, we're at 420 and we've locked in $120 in gains on this particular trade. So if we're stopped out, we get stopped out at a profit. Though I would like for it to go up and reach my TP1 up. Well, guess what? You got stopped out for 120 bucks. Not bad. Okay. So we did bring our stop up so we would not lose what we made, right? Yeah, so our so we would have been so if we put it right here, see that was a 1.38 to 1 risk reward right there, right? Um I still think this thing goes up. It still has kind of a sloping kind of pennant kind of thing, like it wants to move up to the upside. It is 421. So it's kind of close. Yeah, I figure 4:45, 5 o'clock, then the spreads are going to start widening out. And then we'll start getting into that liquid zone, which I was telling you about. Okay. So you may want to not you might want to cut if you are trading the late afternoon. And tell me what you think about it. Talk to me in the comment section and let me know, what time do you trade and was this helpful? And also anything that you want to learn in the future. Yeah, my name is Dr. Greg McLeod. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to just share with you our Elite Traders University website, which if you would like to come over and get some free materials here, we have our Income Boost Blueprint. You can sign up for our My Income Boost Blueprint is a great way to learn profit from the Forex course. Get your free copy. Don't worry, I won't spam you. Maybe just give you an opportunity, show you what we're doing at Elite Traders University and how we're helping our students become profitable Forex traders. We also have a free masterclass, 4 pillars for on-demand trading profits and financial freedom in 8 weeks or less. Even if you've never traded before, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. Talks about students who I've helped. Also explains how the pip and run system actually works and the rubber band strategy. As well, there's a little video clip of me actually taking trades in the market as well. Okay, so you may want to check that out. And also back at the website, what we have too, if you're interested in jumping in right away and taking advantage of the mindset training that I have to go along with this, we have our Forex Foundations course, 81 videos, accessible 24 hours a day in the members area. We have our Q&A sessions. We have our traders checklist, our power trade indicator template, our trend spotter indicator, and you'll also get a audition account with Blue Guardian. Blue Guardian has a really cool risk protection on for your account. So when you trade, you can not overtrade because they'll shut you off, which is a good thing because that's what professionals do. They have a risk management team to shut them off when they are in a losing streak because individual traders probably can't shut themselves off. Okay. And so normally this is we also get the My Market Heat Map access to that. And also you'll get coaching sessions with me as well. And that meant I'm giving the mindset training, the 4-week mindset training taught by our resident mindset coach, Hal Weinshank. And that's going to be going for $4,997. So if you want to go to elitetraders.com Forex Foundations Bootcamp, and if you act on this today, we'll give you, again, the mindset training in addition, absolutely free. And we'll also give you lifetime access to the videos and also an additional private session with me to help you set your goals for 2024. Can you believe it? It's so weird to say 2024. It's like, where's our flying cars and where's our moon base? Still, still waiting for that, right? But again, I look forward to helping you reach your goals in the future. And why not start off 2024 right with a mentor? I've been doing this for I've been training for almost 30 years, working for the largest Forex broker dealers in the world as a currency analyst, trader, coach. And so I can help you. I've helped others. I have had probably about 5, 6, 7 millionaires who I've made using my pip and run system. And it's my great joy to see you become a professional trader. Bye for now. And you guys have a great day. Peace and pips and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.